Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here and welcome on into a early LEGO Disney set review. Today we're looking at set number 43222. This is the brand new Disney castle releasing on July the 1st for VIP members, and if you're not a VIP member, you'll have to wait until July the 4th. This is going to be retailing for $399.99 USD or $519.99 Canadian. You might be thinking that the price for this might seem a bit much, but actually in comparison, and speaking of comparisons, we're going to be comparing it to the 2016 version in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, the price for that was $349.99, and if it hadn't retired and would have stuck around, inflation, like the Bugle, would have brought it to the exact same price. And this one is larger. It is updated. It's got 8 brand new minifigures, 7 of them exclusive so far. And there's just so many more references. It's been updated to match the color scheme that they did for the 50-year anniversary, I believe, of Disney World. And that's what the colors are here, matching from 2021. So it's a excellent set. I think that my first impressions of this are that, again, all those pluses that I said of it being bigger and better, but the actual color scheme and design of this, it feels a lot more vibrant. I think that some of the things as well that you'll notice as we go through this, some of the part usage here, it just was not possible back in 2016 because so many of these parts have been introduced since then, and it allows them to do so much more. And I think that that is really great, as well as the colors, like the flesh colored bricks for most of this castle. That wasn't something that was happening back then. That's a very recent thing, getting so many bricks in those colors, and it's really exciting to see a lot of that in this set as this sort of in between tan and pink and white. I think it looks really great, but so much of this to go through. Let's go ahead and work our way through this castle. So we're going to start, of course, down here in the entrance. And this, of course, would lead into, like, the big circle where the Mickey Mouse statue is, which I think would have made a really great addition to this, or a promo or something. But regardless, I like the size of this. You'll see, like, you could fit all of the figures walking up here, standing outside. There's so much standing room in this set. I really think, like, if you've been collecting the minifigures since 2016, maybe, you know, Incredibles, Toy Story, all the other minifigure scale sets we've been getting, even if you want to put your mini dolls in here, there's so much room to throw, like, an entire bash for the Disney 100 celebration. Looking at it here from the side, you could see, like, the rails there, as well as there's a little bit of water going underneath there in the transparent pieces. That's to sort of, I guess, hold the plates together. I think there should have been maybe a little bit more transparent pieces there on the side I maybe would have put, but continuing around here on the outside, this side doesn't have any references or anything. You can see some more transparent pieces holding the plates together, but I like the shaping of this and the colors here. They're very bright. I really like that, and it feels very animated. But all of the leaves and different things here, I like the rocks, how you've got these trees here in dark green as well. But that's it for this side. Here's what the other side looks like. The water's a little bit different there, but over here we've got our first reference, and I want to mention this, that we're actually going to have a separate video looking at over 55 different references, Easter eggs, and just little fun tidbits that maybe I won't all get to in this video, but there's so much to go through. And specifically, I'll just mention one really interesting thing. The color of this frog, it's different than the one in the minifigure series. I believe this is meant to be Tiana, because the other one is a little bit of a different, lighter color, just like Naveen is in the movie. So that's the one in the minifigure series. So little fun facts like that if you're interested. But continuing through here again, you can see same sort of shaping and everything here. We're going to come back to this section here, but you can see it from the front, what it looks like. All right, I just want to admire the exterior here before we go on inside. These are actually printed 1x3 tiles there, and they look really cool. They're used for, like, little, I guess, windows in the walls of the towers. That's really awesome. I love these little pieces here. I've tried my best to have the Lego logo all going the same way. The masonry bricks there in sand blue. Up above these little towers, we're kind of getting, it's hard to not look at other things as we go through this, but I love these towers.
This is like the only part that I would say is a little bit repetitive, but it's such an upgrade from the last castle you'll see in the comparison that I don't mind that it's a little monotonous and repetitive when you're putting together all the different plates. But I think they all look really great. The colors as well, it matches what it looks like right now. We've got this logo here that's actually printed onto that piece that's not a sticker, as well as that is actually a print in behind there, just like the old castle, except now it's on the flesh color. It's a really tight squeeze, and I don't think it's possible for her to stand up there, but she can almost fit if you want to have her on an angle. Put a figure inside there. But again, it's so detailed. Look at that clock there. It's going to strike midnight pretty soon there. Of course, a reference to Cinderella. Up above that, very similar sort of builds here that we had with the other castle. But what I like is that this side of the wall is completely different than this side. So we've only got one little tower and turret here on this side, but on this side, it's very blocky instead of round. I think that looks really cool. This little small tower as well looks really great. And then this one over here, I really like the look of that with all the sand blue and everything there. Again, just because it is square, I think it just makes it look very different and stand out against the rest of the castle. All right, we're a little bit closer here now to the front entranceway. We can see here that we've got the lantern pieces again. So these didn't exist back then. So it's cool that they're being used here. I love just the archways, the leaf pieces, and everything here that they've got going on. I really wish that Lego was a little more consistent, I think, with the gold pieces. But I really love this gold instead of the other gold here. It's just so nice and shiny, reflective. It's incredible. I love the curtain builds there, and the doors open up, of course, to lead on in to the inside there. Here's the main entrance. When you walk on through, you've got this gorgeous chandelier there up above. It looks great. It's on if I remove this here, you could see it's actually using like the snowflake piece there in gold. I think that looks great. All the different the eggshell crown piece there looks amazing and everything. I really like the look of that. That looks awesome. And all the little candles looks great. But these little murals here, we'll take a closer look at each of them, but they're all reflective. You see that there? You can see my reflection on the Cinderella one. And there's even our first play feature here to look at. In the center of the room here, you might be wondering what that is, why there's a gear sticking out. Well, I'm here to show you. Taking Cinderella and Prince Charming, since, you know, it is Cinderella's castle here. You can, of course, have them holding hands there if you lean them close enough together there. And then what you do is you spin the gear, and you can see that they can just dance the night away there. I think that is awesome. Obviously, you could swap them out for all the other prince and princesses, and if you've got ones from the CMF series, I just really love this play feature and the design of this here with the gear sticking out. It's a little tough because depending on how you do it, see how I'm sort of blocking it here if I'm having my hand like that, but I think it's best to just sort of hold your hand there. But the problem is as well, what they show is that they've got you dancing, you know, with the other couples. I can't really put my hand there. I can't put it there. So I guess you could do this, but then again, you're blocking it. So I kind of wish maybe somehow, somewhere off to the side, the gear could be spinning this to have them dance. Smallest of nitpicks. So here is the Princess and the Frog, the first mural. I wish that they went in chronological order, but it's fine. I guess I could swap that out myself. But here we've got some flowers, some reeds. She's on this bridge with some castles and different things in the back. I like all the vines growing and everything there, as well as like the lily pads up above in that symbol. She's holding Naveen there in her hand. That's pretty cool. I love the Cinderella one with her carriage, as well as you've got her glass slipper up above there, and her castle from the film actually in the back, and like the sparkle effect as well. That looks really great from the, of course, the bibbidi bobbidi boo. All right, over here on this side, we've got Snow White, and she's got a ton of references here, including like a bunch of the different animals and critters that she's singing to there. The poison apple up above. She's got the cottage in the back, the well there as well. And then for Tangled, boy, it's got so many different things. Of course, we've got the symbol that's on the lanterns and like the symbol for the Lost Princess and all that. And then she's got all the lanterns in the background there for her. She's got her tower there. We've got the flower that gives her her powers. Pascal there, who's never used the actual minifigure scale piece before, so that's pretty cool. Also, you could see to the right there, and on the other side, you'll see it in a second, but there's actually an entrance way. And I think that's really interesting that, technically speaking, if I reach my hand around here, you could see it disappears behind this wall. I guess I could pop this out to show you. I'm just realizing now. All right, looking down there, you could see from this side, the hallway, how deep it goes all the way back there. But over here, we've got a bucket and a broom referencing Fantasia, as well as like the little well or whatever that they get the water from. So that's pretty cool build. I think also that well could maybe sort of, it's not quite the same build that you just saw on the tile, but I think it could also work as a reference for Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Also, you can see there's just a ton of different candles up top. So from this side now, we've got an archway leading on outside. And this here is a reference to all of the colors of the wind from Pocahontas, and with all of the leaves blowing there. I think that's pretty cool with the transparent pieces. It's pretty much some of the accessories that she has in the minifigure series. But this side here has a reference to the sword in the stone, which you could actually lift up the sword and remove it there. That's a pretty cool inclusion here. We don't, you know, it's popular, but the fact that it's getting a reference, I really appreciate that. Second one so far for Disney this year. Here we have in this side tower a dingle hopper there inside of this candelabra piece, which is of course a reference to The Little Mermaid. Up above that, we've got this little pedestal here. I guess it's like a shrine. We've got a dragon, which this 2x3 tile, that's a sticker. That could be Mushu, or, you know, I've seen some people say as well, oh, it's meant to be a Raya reference, given the sword piece here that's also included, which if this cooperates, there we go, you could see the piece there being used that's attached there. So yeah, you know, it could be whatever you want. The instructions you'll see later does specifically say it's from Mulan. And then up above, we've got a pumpkin, of course, referencing Cinderella. All right, so here's the second floor, and I just want you to see with it all built up here, how much space you actually have to put and pose figures. Unfortunately, there's no references or anything really up here on this floor, at least specifically on the floor, like there was in the other castle. But we can remove that. Look, this thing's massive. I can't fit it all on screen. I've even moved like the fireworks down for the pictures and all the videos that I took before because I can't fit it all. It's massive. You would see the rest of the studio there, and I don't want to ruin your immersion. So here's what I'm going to do. Reaching on over, you just lift it on up. The whole section comes off. All right, we're looking at it here from the back. Again, it's massive. You want to be careful, obviously, where you grab it, but it's pretty strong. It's very heavy, especially like when you're putting it back on the plates there down below. It's heavy enough. I don't even really have to push down. That's how heavy it is. It just sinks into place. Anyways, just to show you though, from this side here, very easy to detach and remove. So here's what the second floor looks like. It's got a lot of space up here, especially when you remove it. Again, you could really throw a big birthday bash for Disney. You've got a hole here. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Maybe it's to let light down below, but it's there. Across the way there, you could see there's actually this little tiara and a crown. I'm not sure who this is specifically referencing, whether it's for Cinderella when she gets married and she becomes a princess. I don't know. It could also be the missing tiara from Tangled. That's kind of what I like to think it is. There's some studs there. It's not a hole. I thought maybe, again, to let some light down below. This may seem odd, but I want to start here with this section. And that's because this is removable, just like the other one was in the other castle, and revealing on the inside here. On the inside there, we've got this little secret section. Here we have a camera here from Walt Disney, of course, that they would have used on the original classic films. We've also got this 2x2 little tile there of the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse sketch there. That's really cool, and that's actually appearing in a promo that's running when this goes live. And then we've also got the silver wand that was in the very first announcement for Lego Disney 100. This is because this is like the Walt Disney section here. This is a wand for Tinkerbell when she, interacts with Walt and she would sprinkle her pixie dust and everything. What a fun little hidden section here. Like, look at the outside here and just how detailed, like, the spots are on the windows are and just everything here. I love those bits there. All the windows going on up here, just some of the horn pieces and everything. It's just really remarkable how they've created all these different angles and the turrets and the walls from the outside with all the masonry bricks here. I just think that this is just an incredible build here, and we'll take a closer look at the tower in a bit, but wow, wow, wow. All right, so here's the bottom level of this section of the castle, and I think that I share this sentiment with a lot of people, is where's Belle and Beast? We've gotten Gaston. They've got an entire floor pretty much here dedicated to Beauty and the Beast, and there's even more references to them on other floors. It's pretty crazy, but let's start in the kitchen here, shall we? We've got a teapot here. Looks very reminiscent to Mrs. Potts, as well as a little cup that's probably meant to be Chip. I got to remove Chip there just so that you can almost see here. I don't know if I can actually open this up. It's tough. If you get a piece to open it, you could do that. I forgot it's actually on the plate there that you can remove it, but you could see we've got some more little cups and different dishes there inside of the cupboard. Yeah, now I'm not too sure if you're actually meant to remove it, but yeah, that's a reference because that's where Chip sleeps with all his brothers and sisters. You've got this little sink there, pretty simplistic little build there, and then you've got a stove there, and that does look very similar to the design from Beauty and the Beast. But I'd like to point out here that there is, of course, a frying pan included, which is very important to Tangled, if you've watched that film. Also, you've got all these different studs, allowing you to really take anyone there, specifically, I guess, Tiana, because, of her restaurant and everything, and you could have them pose different ways with their dresses. But continuing through here, we've got the dining room, and it's got a really cool curtain build there in the back, as well as a candelabra there, which, of course, is meant to be Lumiere here singing Be Our Guest on the dining table. So I think that's very cool. Again, this whole floor for them, and they're not even included in the set. All right, second part of this floor. It's got so many references here. First things first, though, continuing Beauty and the Beast, we've got the rose inside of the little glass holding canister there. So that's, again, from that same film. And then we've got a bookshelf, which, it could just be the castle bookshelf, but it's not. It's the bookcase there from Beauty and the Beast, from the library there, because Belle loves books and everything. So, but moving on. Enough Beauty and the Beast. We've got Aladdin there. We've got the magic carpet. I love that sticker there on the floor. That is really cool that we have that design. And you could see like the lion there and the fire. Oh, very cool. We've even got the lamp there as well, with a little bit of like smoke coming out, meant to represent Genie. We do have this 2x3 tile there, if that focuses in, from Maui, and all of the different animals that he can transform into there, as well as an oar for Moana. Very simple little reference there included. Over here, definitely I think could have been something in that tower, but we do have this gorgeous little sticker on this 2x6 tile of the painting that Rapunzel does, but it's also got like the curtains there, and it just is so great with all the lanterns and watching her sit up there with the lanterns. Incredible. You've even got this little holder next to the fireplace, if this decides to focus. We have a paintbrush as well as a palette here. Here we have a bedroom for, specifically, it says this is from Sleeping Beauty. The curtains do match up with the picture and the scene and everything there. But the bed, it's pretty simple. It's also on these plates that does actually allow you to remove it very easily if you want to just have like an open room. But taking one of the figures there, you could actually place them there and have them sleeping. I think they're a little big for the bed. Continuing through here, Sleeping Beauty gets a second reference here. And let me reset this to show you the actual scene and play it out here. So, of course, Sleeping Beauty is lured by this floating fiery orb into this secret room with this spinning wheel for her to prick her finger on. I think the build is a little subpar compared to the one from 2016, but I think that this is a very fun play feature here that they included.
Up above, we've actually got two references, and you might be wondering what they are. Well, first things first, we've got the magic mirror on the wall, and this one's actually reflective. So you can take Snow White and or anyone else really and put them on that one little stud showing. But if you look at that pattern, you've actually got the exact same pattern from the minifigure series there. You could see the design with the snake. It's a different piece, which is such a shame to me because I wish that you would be able to swap these out. I think that would have been really cool if they thought that through. But clearly they did because it's the same design. Inside of there, you've got the poison apple. I don't know why they have it inside there. I think it's funny that, like, instead of that tower that I talked about before, how it was empty, like, they could have put it in there, but instead they're deciding to hide it away inside of this. I don't know. It's very weird to me, but it's in the set. Here's the last real reference here to a Disney movie. We've got this little pedestal to hold Cinderella's glass slipper up above there. And reaching on inside there, it's very easy to remove this incredible 1x2 tile there with the glass slipper printing there and a little bit of sparkles too. Which, of course, it's on this 1x2 tile so the prince can hold it. Let's talk about the fireworks, shall we? This is a very important part of your Disney experience. If you stay, of course, at night, they've got the light shows and everything there, so you can move the fireworks and have them exploding in different locations. You could even swap it out there if you want to put in the other pin. Maybe you want to get more fireworks and attach them there. I think that's really cool. The build for this is it's pretty cool. I like the different colors there that you've got going on. The pinks, the yellows, the blues. It's a lot of fun. And here's the other one. It's the exact same fireworks build there, but you could see the 2 points of connection there that you can attach them to. I really like this top section here, and they have a similar build before, but the candlestick pieces and everything look really great. The spot here, it again, could have maybe had a reference there, but you can, of course, put any minifigure there inside. The top part of this is just extremely detailed. Like, look at it there with all of the different slope pieces and all of the unicorn horns and everything there. You've seen it all throughout this already, but it's just amazing and how they've done this top point. And here at the very top, this might be the first time you're seeing this because it's just so tall, it won't fit underneath the shelf. We've got this banner at the top. That's the same crest and everything that you saw before down below on that printed piece. This, however, is actually a sticker, which if I spin it around here, you can see it's got another sticker on the other side. Same design, of course. All right, let's go in order of appearances, starting things off with Snow White from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and she looks amazing here. I'm just so happy to have a minifigure version of her. Of course, she's probably going to appear in another rumored cottage set, but the arm printing is remarkable. It's dual molded. It's got some great printing. I love the dress printing there. This fabric piece that she's got around her neck too is so interesting. It's round, which I think is really cool. And the hair piece, it's actually, I believe it's the same one that the mini doll used, and it's like a hard rubbery plastic there. But you've got the bow there, and she's got her little Snow White smile. And then on the other side, you could have her fall asleep there, close her eyes. Amazing. Here we have Prince Florian, or Prince Charming as I've pretty much known him mostly. But he, of course, again, it's Snow White's prince. So, I don't know, it's a very simple figure. The torso is just so simple. I do like that he's got dual molded legs and some leg printing there. And the face is the same face that I use for my physical Sig figures there. So, a lot of people, they've called him Prince Ashnflash or Prince Charming Ashnflash, whatever you prefer. But he's got this shocked, scared expression there on the back of his head. And the back of his torso, it's got a little strap there going across. And here is Cinderella. And this figure, should have been back in the 2016 one. It's her castle. She just should have been included back then. But she looks great here. I love the new hairpiece that they've created for her. I really love the dress printing and everything there. The dual molded arms is fantastic. Would have loved the big ball gown for her, but it's okay. I still am glad that this is even here, right, in the first place. But removing the hair there, you could see she's got this big smile, and then on the other side, a closed smile. And here is Prince Charming. He looks
amazing. I think that this is one of my favorite figures here. Definitely, I think I don't know. Again, I was going to say my favorite prince, but I love Eugene. The side leg printing is amazing. The feet printing there too. I love the shoulder pieces. Like they were meant for him, obviously. And I love the torso printing, and the hair is Fred's in black, which they brought back for a mini doll version of Prince Charming. But the face, a lot of people think it's new. It's actually not. It's the same one that Cedric Diggory actually introduced this year in one of the sets. So, yeah, it looks great. It works well. You might be thinking, well, I don't know about the brown eyebrows with the black hair. Well, it's actually accurate if you watch some of the direct-to-DVD sequels. But he's got this smirk on the back. Here is Princess Tiana, and unfortunately, she's the exact same minifigure from the Disney 100 minifigure series. I've seen some people casting doubt on that. Well, how would I have two of the exact same figure there? You can compare the printing, the smile, everything about her, except, of course, the accessories are all the exact same. In the minifigure series, it introduced this hairpiece there that has since been used in the mini doll version of Tiana, but she's also got the little tiara piece there up above, and her second head expression there is this big smile. And just in case you thought maybe there was a different expression, nope, they're the exact same. The other castle had Donald Duck from the minifigure series, so she's just the Donald Duck of this set. Also, I just need to be clear, it's not Tiana's fault in this set. I really think that she just shouldn't have been in the minifigure series. It's a wasted spot, just like what happens with Harry Potter all the time. They keep doing these Harry Potter series, and then they're like, well, we got to include that person in a set. And technically, I could see really all of these characters in this set appearing in something else. But at least with Tiana, she's just in the minifigure series. It could have been a new outfit for her or something. Here is Prince Naveen. And can I just say that they captured his smile perfectly. Look at that grin. It's amazing. I love the torso there for him. The legs, they're a little disappointing. They're the weakest legs in the whole set, I guess, in comparison. But removing the hair there, you could see he's got this even bigger Naveen smile there. Very charming. Really love that a lot. The neck attachment piece there in light yellow is pretty cool too. Don't know if I've ever had that before. But removing all that, you could see the back torso printing. It's simple. Here is Rapunzel from Tangled, and she looks amazing. I really think that the torso specifically and her face as well looks great. I love the coral lips, the torso, and the dress is amazing. I drew these back in my original Disney series too, so to have them here, it's just, it's crazy. But I love the dress printing. It's very, very detailed. I think that, however, with the mini dolls, Moana actually uses this half skirt, half leg piece, and so does Rapunzel to show her feet. And I think that maybe they should have done some legs for her there. But this hairpiece is actually fairly new for Rapunzel. I'm not the biggest fan of it, though. I think I like the older one better. But she does have this big smile there, and I'm just blown away to have this figure. Here is Flynn Rider, or Eugene Fitzherbert, and he looks amazing. I like... The Han Solo hair is perfect for him in dark brown. He looks great. The skin color, I don't know about it. It's a little off, I think, but it's still, I don't care. We have Flynn. I'm so happy to have him. He's got the satchel there. And removing that, you get a better look at the torso. He's got his smirk there, and then also this perfect smile for him there on the other side. And same with the back torso printing. Included in the set are 3 instruction manuals, each of them very, very thick. But of course, the only one that really matters here that we're going to look at is the first one, because that's what's got all of the information and reference images and everything like that inside. So here we've got the most magical place on Earth, and you could read and pause the video if you want, but that's what it looks like. See the colors and everything? They're so bright right now, and I would love that statue to be included. But here we go. Got on this page, make yourself at home, and here's all of the references that we've gone through. And like I said, there's more here that we're going to talk about in that other video. Not everything here is mentioned on this page specifically, but moving on, we've got, this is the designer of this set, and you could see that you can read that quote. We listened to Lego Disney fans' wishes and included the most beloved characters and references in the model. Don't know if I agree with that statement. I think it's definitely, again, a step up from the other one, but you can see it mentions that they have references to 14 different films there. And here we go. We've got the graphic designers there that designed all the different figures and everything there. And how to not grab the castle and how to successfully hold it when you're lifting it and moving it. And then we've got this really cool orthographic there of the set. But that's pretty much it. Then you go into the build, of course. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the 2023 Disney Castle set. I think, again, it's a very big step up from the other one. We'll do that comparison video. We'll have the Easter egg video as well. I'm just so happy that this exists. I really am. The figures as well, to have them in Lego form is just phenomenal. All these fun references, stickers, and different things included as well. Just what an upgrade. Unlike that Death Star, I really thought that's what was going to happen with this castle, was it was just going to be the 2016 one, just maybe some new colors. But no, completely redesigned it, completely new figures. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much to Lego and Land for sending this to me early, because I really am so happy to have this and share it with you guys and do all these videos. Whenever I get to do Disney stuff, I'm so excited. But the only negative things that I would say about this and improvements would be the figures. I think while 8 is great, 7 new ones is phenomenal. I just really wish that we could have gotten some more characters, individual ones, you know, like Merlin or Baymax to fly around during the fireworks. Aurora and Philip were rumored to be included in the set too. Would have been cool to get her blue outfit. Merida, there's no Pixar references inside this set at all. I think that's such a shame. And then, of course, all of the other Mickey friends as well in their silver outfits we've talked about before. But be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss out on future Lego Disney set news and reviews just like this one. I've got a playlist linked at the end here and all those other videos coming your way soon. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one.